Hello to all you lovely people from the Ellen MacArthur Trust. It's so lovely to be here doing a special recorded session for you. Little introduction to myself. I'm Jenny from Jenny Stewart Yoga, and I'm your yoga teacher for today. So with this session, we are going to be focusing on one of the 8 limbs of yoga. And these limbs of yoga are the kind of nice, peaceful ways in which we can practice yoga in our lives, so both on and off the mat. And the one that we're going to focus on today is ahimsa. So ahimsa basically translates as non-harming, and it really means being kind to all beings, so those around you, but also being kind to yourself. So as we go through this practice, I just want you to take a little bit of time today to be really kind to yourself, not worry about any imperfections or if you become unbalanced in any of the poses today, just acknowledging that it doesn't matter. You know, we are not perfect beings. So it's a really nice kind of word to bring into your practice so we stop worrying about this idea of perfection. So as we go through our practice today, just be really kind to yourself, work to within your own limitations, and I hope you enjoy it. We're going to start seated, so find a comfortable seat. If it feels good, you can sit on a blanket or a block to just give yourself a little bit of a lift. It always feels quite nice just to lift the hips a little bit higher than the knees. So I'm just going to grab a block. If you've got one, that's great. If you don't, you can just stay seated on the floor. Or you can use a book if you're at home today. Just something that kind of lifts you up a little bit higher. Beautiful. Okay. So this is going to be a really nice kind of slow, steady practice as we just practice this idea of ahimsa, this idea of kindness. And to begin with, we're just going to take a couple of breaths in a comfortable seated position. So bring the hands onto the knees or into the lap, just resting them softly here. Let's just close the eyes. Just inhaling and exhaling through the nose and just finding that lovely natural flow of the breath today. We're starting to switch our observance from everything on the outside to a little bit more of an internal gaze. Just breathing in and breathing out. Just finding that little bit of time to slow down today. Soften the shoulders and the jaw. And just breathe. Almost just showing yourself a little bit of love throughout this session. So really mindful with our movements. If anything doesn't feel right or good, and just coming out of that pose and respecting your limitations. I'm just starting to maybe deepen the breath here a little bit further. A nice big inhale in. And just lengthening that exhale out. Nice big deep inhale in. And extending that exhale out. Slowing down. Another couple of rounds. Inhale. Exhale, extending that breath. Let's just do one more. Inhaling in, extending as you exhale out. And then softly just opening the eyes. Let's just soften the gaze directly ahead of you. We're going to find a beautiful mudra today. So mudras are these hand gestures which have lots of different meanings in our yoga practice. The one we're going to find today is called the Lotus Mudra, and it is in the form of a lotus flower. So what's really lovely about this mudra is that it connects us to this idea of loving kindness. And it's just a beautiful image to be able to bring into our practice. This idea of this lotus flower, it's kind of persevering and floating above all the kind of murky waters underneath it. So to come into this mudra, you're just going to bring the insides of the wrists together. You're going to bring the little fingers together, so those pinky fingers together, and the thumbs together, and you're going to create a really nice kind of open shape with the hands. And then that Lotus Mudra is just going to come towards the heart. And we'll just close the eyes and take a couple of breaths here. Just allowing this positioning of the hands, this beautiful Lotus Mudra, to just start to connect with our practice today. Feeling that lovely openness, that kindness, that light, just radiating from your center. Beautiful. We're going to open the eyes. Take a moment to bring the palms together at the heart. As we inhale, the fingertips are just going to reach up towards the sky. So scooping up that lovely feeling of self-love and warmth that you've created already. As we exhale, just bring the hands down towards the heart. Do that 3 times. So inhale, scooping everything up, that light, that loving kindness. Palms come together, and as we exhale, hands draw towards the heart. Let's go one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. We're slowly going to make our way onto all fours. So you can either roll onto the knees or just slowly releasing the legs to one side as you come into this lovely tabletop position. So we'll take a little bit of time here just to warm up the spine. Spreading the fingers really, really nice and wide, the shoulders in line with the wrists, the hips in line with those knees. As we inhale, the belly drops, the heart lifts, and the gaze rises. As we exhale, just rounding through the spine, and bring the gaze towards the belly. Nice. Inhale, the belly drops, the heart lifts. So this is our cat-cow. It's really lovely just for warming up the spine. You can add in any other little movements that feel really good. So again, just think about what feels good for you today. Just bring that little bit of love into your body and give it what it needs. So it might be some little circles with the hips. It might just be kind of wiggling out from side to side. And then just take a moment to bring yourself back to center. Beautiful, guys. We're going to reach the fingertips towards the front edge of your mat. Forehead's going to come down towards the earth. And we're going to come into what's called our extended puppy pose. So spread the fingers nice and wide. Forehead down towards the mat, and the tailbones reaching up towards the sky. So the hips stay in line with the knees. It's almost like you've got a little tail that you can wag. And then just take a couple of breaths here. The heart just melting towards the earth. Really working into the shoulders and the upper arms. Just allow that heart to melt with your exhale.
As you breathe, maybe you're finding that breath working into these sides of the body, into the ribs. Beautiful. And then slowly as we inhale, when you're ready, coming all the way back to all fours. We're going to come all the way down towards the earth. So slowly just release yourself onto your bellies. And we're going to bring the forearms out in front of us. So the lovely thing about Ahimsa is I really like to bring these lovely kind of heart and chest openers into our practice. So we're opening up through our heart chakra, this kind of energy center of that love and that kindness that we can not only bring to ourselves, but everyone else around us. So spreading the fingers, shoulders in line with the elbows, elbows in line with the wrists. You're finding that nice right angle with the arms. Pressing down through the pelvis and tops of the feet. And then just take a moment to pull the chest through. So you're lifting the chest and heart. Press down through the forearms. So we're not sinking here towards the earth, we're lifting up. Gaze is forward, just take a couple of breaths. Beautiful. Notice that lovely lift through the chest and through the heart as we open up. Nice. And then as we exhale, just slowly releasing yourself down. Just bring the forehead either to the mat, or you can make a little pillow with the head and the hands. And just give yourself a little wiggle out from side to side. Okay, so we're going to find a little opening through the shoulders here. So I want you to take a moment to extend the arms out to either side. And then just bending through the left knee. You're going to use the right foot just to lift that left foot up and over the right leg. So see if you can bring the left toes down towards the floor. Turning onto the right ear. And just take a moment or two here. So it's a nice stretch for the shoulders. Little opening for the hip. Right, so if you've got a little bit of flexibility in the shoulders, you can always see if you can take that left hand behind. See if you can meet the right hand interlacing the fingers. Beautiful. Take one more lovely big deep breath. That's a little bit of a weird position. And then as we exhale, release the hands, left hand coming back down if you've had it interlaced. And then just rolling yourself all the way back round onto your belly. Okay, we're going to take it to the other side. So bend the right knee. Just take a little tuck to the left toes. And then just moving that left foot across the right leg as the left ear comes towards the mat. Again, you can just stay here for a couple of breaths. Nice opening for the shoulder, this twist. Or you can bring the right hand round behind you, interlace the fingers. See if you can extend the arms away as you work a little deeper through the shoulders. Only coming here if it feels good. Take another breath wherever you are. And then slowly releasing, the right hand comes down and we will come all the way back onto our bellies. Nice. Take a moment here, maybe make that little pillow with a head. Just breathe. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Slowly just pressing up onto the knees. We're going to find our downward facing dog. So we're going to spread the fingers really, really nice and wide. Bring the hands a little further in front of the shoulders. And then when you're ready, tucking the toes, lifting the hips, and finding downward facing dog. So just take a few moments here, relaxing the head and neck. Maybe you want to paddle out the feet. And if downward dog ever becomes kind of too much for the wrists or for kind of your energy level today, then you can always bring it back down onto the knees. You can find that puppy pose, or you can bring it back to child's pose, so bottom draws back towards the heels. So find what works for you today. Remember, we're being super kind to our bodies. So if it doesn't feel good, then please don't feel like you have to do it. We're going to take a super nice big inhale in wherever you are. And a big exhale out through the mouth. We're going to inhale onto the tiptoes and just walk the feet towards the front edge of the mat. Take a nice big fold. Soften the knees. If you can here, we're going to see if we can take the hands behind, interlace the fingers. And again, just allow those hands to drop a little further overhead. I lost my grip there. So just take a moment here, let the hands fall a little further, soften through the knees. Big stretch for the backs of the legs. Nice. Slowly we're going to release, so hands towards the lower back and then fingertips down towards the floor. As we inhale, find halfway, so you can get that lovely extension through the spine. The hands can be on the floor, the shins or the thighs. And then as you exhale, take a fold and release. Very slowly we're going to roll up, so as slowly as you possibly can today. Softening through the knees, coming all the way up to standing. Nice. Head's going to be the last thing to rise. Give the shoulders a nice big roll back. And just take a few moments to kind of give yourself a little bit of a shake out. Beautiful. Okay, so just standing at the front edge of your mat, I'm going to face you so you can see what I'm doing. But standing at the front edge of the mat, you're going to press down through the feet and find your mountain pose. So standing super strong and tall, just relax the shoulders down, arms away from the body and the palms facing up. Finding our foundation with our feet and then drawing that sense of strength and foundation, that stability up through the body. So you feel super active and energized. Okay, as we inhale, we're going to soften the knees, fingertips reach all the way up. And as we exhale, we're going to take a big fold towards the earth. So fingertips release towards the floor, relax the head and neck down. Take a moment here. Inhale, find halfway as the heart lifts. And then exhale, fold. Hands are going to come to the floor. And then very slowly, just see if you can step the right foot back as you release the right knee down. Nice, as we inhale, the fingertips sweeping up, you're going to bring them to a nice wide V. So create that space, soften through the shoulders. Again, that little lift of the heart and the chest, just opening up towards the sky, so towards the world today. Lovely, as we exhale, release the hands all the way down. From here, just tuck the toe, lift the knee and step back to our downward facing dog. Options are there for you if downward dog isn't being your friend today. Take a breath or two here. And then very slowly we'll just step that right foot in between the hands. So help it through if you need to with the back of the calf. Just drop the left knee and the left toes down. Same thing, inhale, let's reach the fingertips up. Bring the hands really, arms really nice and wide. Create that V shape, soften the shoulders. Lift the heart and chest. Feel super open. Take one more breath. And then as we exhale, just release the hands all the way down. We're going to tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, and this time step that left foot all the way towards the front of the mat. Inhale halfway, heart lifting. And exhale, fold and release. Inhale, the fingertips reach all the way up. And as we bring the palms together, exhale, the hands draw towards the heart. Okay, we're going to do that one more time. So soften the knees. Inhale, fingertips reach. As we exhale, float the hands all the way down. Inhale halfway, heart lifts. And as you exhale, release and fold. Start with the left foot this time. So left foot stepping back. Drop the knee, release the toes. Inhale, fingertips reach up. Find that lovely wide V. Lift the heart and chest. Smile. And then as we exhale, release the hands all the way down. We're going to tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, and just step it back into our downward facing dog. Take a breath or two here. And then when you're ready, you can sweep or float that left foot all the way through in between the hands. Drop the right knee, release the toes. Inhale, fingertips reach. Soften the shoulders, open up through the heart and chest. Let all that love and light in. And then as we exhale, release the hands all the way down. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, and step that right foot all the way to the front to meet the left. Inhale halfway. And exhale, take a fold. Inhale, fingertips reaching up. Palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Okay, you're going to stay at the front edge of your mat. I'm going to turn towards you. So we're going to find a little bit of tree pose today to kind of test our balance out. But like I said, just don't worry if you wobble or perhaps fall over. If you want to be near a wall, then that's totally cool as well, to give yourself a little bit of extra support. But really, this isn't about being perfect. So we're embracing that idea of self-love, even in these times of imperfection, okay? So we're going to just come to a standing position, nice and tall. Ground down through the right foot. And then that left foot can either come to the inside of the ankle, the calf, or if you're feeling brave today, maybe the inside of the thigh. So you want that left knee out towards the left side, hips facing forward, and standing really nice and tall, so we're not sinking into the hips, engaging through the core. We're going to bring the hands into that beautiful Lotus Mudra. So little finger and thumb together, just bringing it towards the heart center. And there's a little thing in yoga that we call our drishti. So this is our single gaze, our focus. So take a moment to maybe look at something that's in front of you, kind of forward and down. Maybe it's a mark on the window, mark on the wall, whatever it is. Just take a moment to find that little bit of focus here. Nice and strong through the standing leg. And once you've found your balance, take a couple of breaths. Okay, when you're ready, we're going to challenge ourselves. As we inhale, the fingertips are going to reach all the way up. Keep that lovely Lotus Mudra. Ooh, having a wobble. Reach towards the sky. And then as we exhale, taking the arms all the way around and down, and see if you can bring the hands back to heart center. Let's see if we can do it one more time. So inhale, fingertips reaching up. Exhale, big circle as we come all the way around, bringing those hands to heart center. We're going to test our balance even more. So if you can, keep standing on that right leg. We're going to remove the left foot, and as we extend the arms out to the side, we're going to create a little kind of fallen star shape. So you're extending the left leg out as you reach the hands towards the opposite side. See if you can take another breath. Beautiful. As we inhale back to center, release the foot, hands to heart, and give the legs a little bit of a wiggle out. Okay, we're going to do it on the other side. So just take your time, really kind of strengthening the legs. You're going to feel it in those legs. Give a little shake, and then let's go for the other side. So we're going to press down through the left foot, and bringing that right foot to the inside of the ankle, the calf, or the thigh. Whatever you're doing, just avoid the knee area. So you want to either be above or below that area. See how you're feeling today. Ooh. Have a little bit of fun with it. You know, our balance changes very regularly. So depending on what time of day you're doing this video or how you're feeling, you might find that one day you've like nailed it and your balance is amazing, and the other day you're all over the place. So just kind of notice where you are today and just work with it. It's fine. We're all about having a little bit of fun and bringing that little bit of joy to our practice, not worrying about kind of being harsh to ourselves or mean to ourselves if we can't stay in a position or a pose. So nice and strong through the left leg.
Sitting up nice and tall in this position, so finding that length. And then we're going to bring those hands into that lovely Lotus Mudra again. So little finger and thumbs together, nice and open here. Beautiful. Just take a couple of breaths again. Take time to find that focus, that drishti. Looking forward and a little bit down. Beautiful, guys. Okay, we're going to test ourselves. So as we inhale, the fingertips reach all the way up. And as we exhale, arms really nice and wide as we reach all the way around and down. And then bring your hands back to heart center. Okay, we're going to do that one more time. You can do this. Inhale, fingertips reach up. And as we exhale, bringing the arms all the way around and down, hands coming back to the heart. Nice, we're going to test it a little further. So when you're ready, releasing the right foot from the leg, extending out towards the edge of your mat as you reach the fingertips all the way out to the other side. So it's like a fallen star. Stay there for another breath. And then slowly release. Foot comes down, hands draw to heart. Give the legs a much deserved kind of wiggle out. Beautiful, guys. Really, really good. So from here, we're going to bring ourselves down onto our mats. To get there, we're going to come through another little balance. So just bringing the hands to the heart. Let's rise onto the tiptoes. As we exhale, we're slowly going to bend the knees and just see if you can start to bring yourself all the way down towards the ground. Really nice and controlled. Beautiful. You're going to bring the feet down, the bottom comes down, and release the hands. Okay, so shuffle yourself towards the front edge of your mat. We're going to come to lie all the way down. We're going to try and control it on the way down. So let's reach the fingertips out, round through the spine, chin to chest. And as you slowly make your way towards the earth, see if you can control it. Even when the body wants to get a little bit faster, see if you can control it all the way towards the earth. And a big breath out when you get there. Feels pretty good. Okay, we're going to draw the knees in towards the chest. And a rock from side to side. And then just releasing the soles of the feet to the ground. We're going to take a moment here just to give a nice stretch out through the backs of the legs. We've been working quite hard through those legs today. So just draw the right knee in towards the chest and then extend the right leg up towards the sky. And you can take hold behind that right leg, behind the thigh or behind the calf. And all we're going to do is just see if we can bring that leg a little closer in towards us. Big stretch for the hamstring and the calf here. If it feels okay, you can extend the left leg all the way out in front of you. That's just going to intensify that stretch a little bit further. Take one more lovely big deep breath. And then slowly release. Knee draws in, hug in the right knee, and then switch it around. So left knee hugs in, and then extend the left leg up towards the sky. Hands come behind the thigh or the calf. And then just taking a few moments to draw that leg a little further towards you. Finding that nice big stretch for the back of the legs. Take another breath or two here. Again, you can extend the opposite leg out in front of you if that feels okay. If that's too much, keep it then. Nice. As we exhale, release, knee draws in, and then just bring both feet down towards the ground. We're going to hug both knees in towards the chest, a little rock from side to side. You're going to find a little happy baby to finish here. So take hold of the outside edges of the feet, draw the knees towards the armpits. Give yourself a little rock from side to side. So a really nice, happy posture that you can give yourself a little smile in. Know that you did the hardest part today, even making it onto your mat. So you should feel pretty proud of yourselves
for having taken yourself through this practice. Hopefully you feel like you've stretched out a little bit. You found a little place of calm to breathe. And you found that place of loving kindness today. For yourself. And I think once we find that place for ourselves, we can definitely start to give that out to all of those around us and share that with them. Take a moment to bring the knees together. Give yourself a really nice big hug in. Maybe the nostrils towards the knees. And then as we exhale, let's release. So just extend the legs all the way out in front of you. The arms just come down by your sides. We'll take one lovely big deep breath to guide us into this short Savasana today. You can stay here for a little bit longer and ignore me here if it feels a little bit better and you've got the time. But together, we're just going to take a really nice big deep inhale in through the nose. And a big exhale through the mouth. Just taking a moment to allow the muscles to soften. Letting your practice be absorbed here. Just finding that little place of stillness and calm today. Allow that warmth, that love, that kindness we've created in this practice to radiate out to every single cell in your entire body. When you're ready, just starting to awaken yourself here. Giving the head a little rock from side to side, wiggling the fingers and the toes, bringing movements to the wrists and the ankles. And then eventually bring that movement into a super nice big stretch. So reach through the toes, reach through the fingertips. Nice, just drawing the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a nice big, well-deserved hug in. A little roll over towards the right side. Maybe stay curled up in your ball. And then when you're ready, just taking a little bit of time to use the hands to bring yourself all the way up to seated. You just come back to a comfortable seat. Just rest the hands wherever feels comfortable. And we'll just ground ourselves here to finish. So just connect the sit bones back to the earth or a block or brick underneath you. Just find length through the spine as we sit tall. Soften the shoulders and the jaw. And then we're going to bring the hands back into that beautiful Lotus Mudra. So little fingers and thumbs together. Bring it towards the heart center and just close the eyes. Take a moment here to absorb all of that kindness, that love, and that light that you've created in this practice today. Let it be absorbed by the body and the mind. And know that you can take these feelings of love and kindness with you. Share them with those who are around you. And I hope that you can take these feelings
with you into your day and your weeks ahead. Just softly opening the eyes. We're going to inhale, fingertips reach all the way up towards the sky. And as we exhale, just bring the palms together as the hands draw towards the heart. We'll finish our practice with one big releasing exhale through the mouth. So when you're ready, take that nice big inhale in. And big exhale out. Thank you all so much for coming to practice with me today. Wishing you a wonderful day and week ahead. Namaste.